Hello, everyone. This is SusanDintino, and thank you so much for joining me on my Facebook Live video. And this is part of my series, New Moon, Full Moon. And first of all, I want to apologize that I wasn't here last time because I really had a lot to say about that full moon energy. But unfortunately, I got that bug that was going around, and I really wasn't in a place to do much talking. As a matter of fact, you're going to still see me grab my cup of tea and my water because I tend to still have a little bit of a tickle in my throat. But I really wanted to get you all set for this incredible energy that we've got that's coming up on February 26th. So this is kind of like giving you everything that you need to know for the new moon a few days early. So when we talk about the new moon, exactly what is it that we're talking about? So let's just kind of do that and just make sure that we're very clear on what exactly a new moon is. When we talk about new moon energy, we're talking about when we look up at the sky with the naked eye, we cannot see the moon at all. The moon is totally invisible. So it's called the new moon because you can't see anything. So that's basically it. New moon energy is always about setting intentions. When we get to full moon, then we talk about the completion of these intentions or maybe intentions that you have set in the past. So it's really a significant time. And I'm just learning, doing this series just at the beginning of the year 2017. These moon phases just started playing such a significant part in my life, and I really wanted to be able to share them with you. So this new moon, again, that's this Sunday, February the 26th. I think it's around 10 a.m., somewhere in there Eastern time, I believe. We're going to be looking at it being in the astrological sign of Pisces. So Pisces is all about intuition, all about water. It's going to very much be about going with the flow, getting in touch with our intuitive side. In addition to that, on February 26th, there is an incredible annular solar eclipse. So now we've got the moon energy, and in addition to that, we've got this incredible solar energy. Now, when we talk about the moon, we're talking about inward journeys. The moon is very feminine energy. So when we look at this type of setting of an intention, we're looking really to do a bit of inward speculation, looking at ourselves. Are there beliefs that we need to release? Are there beliefs that we need to make stronger? With the energy being in Pisces and with this eclipse, it's a great time to examine your spiritual life. Now, that's not to say that you can't create an intention that might be dealing with, say, a wonderful idea that you have that's been on the back burner, because this super energy is really going to create magic. But also, if that's not really something that you're looking to do, what you might really want to consider is doing more of an inward journey. The cautionary thing here is that it's not about hermiting. So even though we're doing an inward journey with this energy, we want to do it in such a way that it's going to be an inward journey that's going to affect other people. This new moon energy is inviting us to bring in other people, to realize that we are all one. So keep that in mind. As much as you might want to just kind of be alone, what you're doing is something that's not only going to help you, it's going to help the other people on the planet. I'm a very, I love reading Science of Mind magazine, and that is based on the philosophy of Ernest Holmes. And it's very similar to A Course in Miracles and Ask and It Is Given, in that what we think we create. And every morning I read the meditation, and this morning's meditation I thought was so significant because it was all about peace and about how important it is for us to achieve peace, because with our own inner peace is how we're able to share it with others. So this new moon energy could be something just to set an intention to be more peaceful. It's be like Gandhi said, be the change that you want to see in the world. With all of the political upset right now, I know there's people that are leaving Facebook because it's gotten so aggressive there. Be the peace that you want to see just for everybody. So that would be a great intention to set. When we look at the sun is more about ego, okay? I always picture the astrological sign Leo in touch with the sun. But they're brilliant yellow. And when we talk about ego, we're talking about our personality, obviously strengths, but also that part of ourselves that might be a bit fear-driven, very much the way it's described in A Course of Miracles, where we have our divine soul, very love-based, our intuitive guidance coming from there, very love-based, and then we have the ego, which is always cautioning us why we shouldn't do things. You get a brilliant idea, and then you realize all the reasons why it's not going to work. So this is really something to keep in mind as we have these two energies. This is an annular eclipse. We will not be able to see it from the United States. I'm sure you'll be able to watch it if you'd like on the web somewhere. They'll be photographing it. The reason it's called an annular eclipse is because the sun's going to be coming behind the moon, so that if we could see it, there would be like a ring of fire around the moon. And this ring of fire is called an annular, and so that's basically why it's called an annular eclipse. This energy of this eclipse is going to last for weeks. It's an electromagnetic energy that, hits us, hits the planet. The new moon energy we're going to be feeling 2 days before and 2 days after. So if you're setting an intention, you're going to get that extra oomph from this solar eclipse energy. So keep that in mind as we're, thinking about all of this. Another thing is Neptune is playing a huge part in this, the planet of Neptune, and Neptune is all about magic. So it's definitely about a time where if you do have that creative idea, you can certainly expect some magic with Neptune involved to be behind it. So it's a good time to maybe pull those ideas out from the closet and get them really ready to be enjoyed by other people. I strongly suggest having a notebook, a pad of paper, a journal by your bed, because you are going to find you're going to be having some really vivid dreams. Might have some insomnia because your mind is working so much. Usually we find that more in full moon, but this new moon energy with the eclipse might find your creative juices really flowing. So you want to have a pad and paper by your bed so that you can jot down things that are happening in dream time, things that are happening in meditation, and a wonderful tool to use when you're trying to get clarity right now on what it is that you're supposed to be doing using the tool of meditation. So have that notebook ready to write it down. And when we talk about dream interpretation, just keep in mind that books, for the most part, about how to interpret your dreams with specific symbols can't really accurately interpret your dreams. You are the best interpreter of your dreams. I know there's some phenomenal people out there that will assist you with this, but as far as really understanding it, what I have found beneficial is when I wake up, if I've had a particularly puzzling dream, I will write down all the details of the dream as soon as I wake up and be as specific as possible. And say it's something really silly, like having a tea party with Alice in Wonderland, which makes no sense to me when I wake up. I'll write it all down. What were the colors? Who was at my tea party? All of these things. And then maybe just leave it. Maybe it'll make more sense to me later in the day. Maybe it'll make more sense to me in a week. And that's how you can do it. But again, just keep in mind that your creative juices are going to be flowing right now. So it would be great to write those ideas down as soon as you get them. So we've got the water element of Pisces, we've got the fire of the sun, and then we've got this beautiful feminine moon energy all coming together to really help us with our own intuition, our own psychic insights, and assist us in getting information that's going to enhance our lives. So some of the other things that I wanted to talk to you about in relation to that is I selected a crystal that I thought would really be beneficial. Let me make sure I'm getting this in the camera. And this is angel light. And I intuitively picked this crystal. There was no reason other than my own intuition that I thought that this would be a great crystal to use while we're meditating, maybe set next to our bed. Angel light very much gives us clarity as we're exploring our own intuitive abilities. It gives us a close connection with the angelic realm. So if you're somebody that likes to work with angels, angel light is a great crystal that'll assist you in doing that. Keep in in mind, and you're going to hear me say this a lot on this series, that you have to call your angel. So be it your guardian angel. Maybe you want some help from Archangel Michael during this time. Whatever angel you're working with, you got to call because of free will. So they'll be there. They're always ready, but you have to call them. So just remember that. But angelite, again, it's one of the New Age stones, and it's, again, something that can really enhance meditation by holding it in the palm of your hand. If you want to get a piece of jewelry, I love, as you can tell by my fingers, I love wearing my crystals. Yeah, I've got citrine on, I've got rose quartz on. I love to wear my crystals, but there's all different ways that you can really benefit from them. So if you've been thinking about purchasing, you've got a couple days before the new moon, take a visit to your local New Age store and pick a stone. And if angelite, say you go to the store, and this is the truth of any crystal, and you pick it up and you feel it and it doesn't quite feel right to you, you know what? That's okay. Don't get it then. Look at all of the stones and decide what one works best for you, and then pick that stone. It's all about resonating. That's also true with essential oils. And one of the oils that I really enjoy working with and would recommend this time for this new moon is frankincense. I find that smells are very individual. What appeals to some does not appeal to all. So again, like anything, maybe you are in the market for an essential oil, you go and smell them, and you smell frankincense, and you go, oh my gosh, that is not for me. Then try something else. What I like to do with essential oils, especially when I'm heightening everything as far as my own intuitive guidance, I've got my crystal in hand, and now I'll just take a brief whiff. So I would use the frankincense and just kind of wave it over my nose and just take a brief whiff of it right before I go into meditation. Sometimes what I'll do is rub it in my hands, and then again, take a nice deep breath of it. That's why it's so important that the aroma of the fragrance appeals to you. And frankincense, again, is a great oil for bringing clarity, and that's what this is all about. It's all about bringing clarity in this new moon solar eclipse energy. Okay, so we've got frankincense, we've got angelite, and of course we've got an angel. Now I know some people have said that that this image is going to be backwards. I think it shows you. Let's make sure I get it in the camera. I'm a little bit close here. Okay, so this is backing up. This is Archangel Uriel, and he's the angel that I decided to work with in this new moon solar eclipse energy. Why? Because Archangel Uriel is all about getting clarity in a situation. And he's pale yellow in color and will come in to assist you. Say you're having a dream and you know there's an idea there and something you're supposed to act on, and you can't get it. Call on Archangel Uriel. What is it that I'm supposed to know? What is it that is trying to get through to me? Please bring me clarity in this situation. Then you can go into meditation, listen for the answer. Another powerful tool in doing this is automatic writing. And what you could do is say, Archangel Uriel, I need you to bring clarity into this situation. What do you want me to know? And then without censoring yourself at all, just allow yourself to write. Just write. Whatever it is that comes to you, just write. And I don't read it until the end. So just write. And then if it doesn't make sense, you can just go, why? And write again. And why? And I feel and find that by constantly writing the why, you will get to the root of your answer with it. So that really can help you. Archangel Uriel. I know, like I said, I'm still playing with this whole idea. So hopefully you were able to see the card well enough. But the word on the card was clear cognizance. And as we're talking about our own intuitive abilities, our own psychic abilities, and yes, you have psychic abilities, we all do. Clear cognizance is all about knowing. It's all about having a knowing about something that has no logical reason. Now, in the beginning of the conversation, talking about the ego, that's where our logic comes from. That's all based on facts and that type of thing. When we're talking about clear cognizance and this type of knowing, what we're talking about is things that we know that have no logical reason. We just know it. I love to use the traffic as an example, where you're pulling out of your driveway and something's telling you not to take your usual route, and you just know that it's not where you're supposed to go. And you don't take that route, and later in the day, one of your friends tells you, wow, could you believe that traffic? It's very much like that on the island right now, that we have a lot of traffic. So this happened to me yesterday. There was just a strong, I tend to get feelings about things which are clairsentient, but I just had a feeling to go the other way home versus the way I usually do, and it was good because it was bumper to bumper traffic. So again, clear cognizance, if that's your strong ability, Archangel Uriel is telling you to get knowings about things without really knowing why you know it. It's not logical. The big leap here is to trust the information that you're getting. So, I selected this card for you all. Again, that's a better view. Clear cognizance. And the other card I selected, and this is from the Archangel deck by Doreen Virtue. The other card I picked, and I love this card, Archangel Uriel again. Brilliant idea. And look at this angel sitting on the unicorn. That is just so much about magic. And this is such a magical time. Remember what I said about Neptune. You might find that you are your own magician. And Archangel Uriel is coming in to tell you about a brilliant idea. So again, these creative thoughts that are coming your way, call on Archangel Uriel for clarity as to how to make these things come true, how to make these things happen. Okay, I am going to have to go to my glasses now and see if I can pick up some of these questions that might be coming through. How do you spell your Archangel of Clarity? Okay, that is Uriel. That is Uriel. And Archangel Uriel is one of the four major archangels, along with Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, who am I forgetting? Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, Michael. I've got them all. Okay. As I put my glasses on, my glasses are actually all steamed up from all this energy. I need like windshield wipers in mine. Okay. So yeah, so that's basically, again, if you have any questions, I'll do a couple mini readings, pull a couple little angels for you if there's something that you would like to know. But the big takeaway from today's talk is to know that on February 26th, we've got a new moon energy in Pisces, new moon, setting intentions, new moon energy, all about inward journeying, okay? So we're going to do that. On top of that, we've got the extra warmth of the solar eclipse with the sun. So we've got that extra energy as well. So keep that in mind and know that you're really going to want to stay focused on what it is that you would like to create, what it is that you would really like to have come. The full moon is March the 10th. So sometimes what I tell people to do is just set a little intention, maybe do a little bit of an experiment, set a little intention. And when we talk about setting an intention, what we're saying is that you, like for instance, say you want to create an affirmation that you really need a new car, and it might be really quick, but say by March 10th, you're setting your intention that you're going to have a new car by then. Say you're looking for your car now, can't find the right one, okay? Setting an intention, the best thing I think to do is to create an affirmation. The affirmation is in the present tense, as if that is already your reality. I have a new car that is the perfect price and perfect for me now. And write that down and post that somewhere where you're going to see it and over again. And each time you say it, even though it might not be your truth, you want to start getting into that feeling place. How do you feel when you sit in this new car? What does this new car smell like? You know, that new car smell. So you've got all of that going on. The more feeling that you can put into that affirmation, into that intention, the more powerful it would be. So that's basically it. So if you're looking for more peace in your life, I live a peaceful life now. I live a peaceful life now. What does that look like for you? Maybe right now you're in the midst of a ton of turmoil. So just by you taking a deep breath, remember that breath. That is the best way to reconnect with yourself. Remember that breath. Taking a nice deep breath and affirming, I live a peaceful life now. And just allow that to come in. How does that feel to live a peaceful life now? You're setting that intention on the 26th, getting yourself ready. Hey, there's no reason why you can't start saying it now as well. But you're getting yourself ready to be in that space. Then see how you feel. Write down now, how are you feeling now amidst all the turmoil in your life? And then how are you feeling by the full moon? Are you feeling more peaceful? And it could be something as simple as just reconnecting with your breath. It could just, I now have an app on my iWatch where it actually reminds me to breathe. And there's these exercises that you could do. And it's kind of cool because the flower gets really big as you inhale and fill your belly fully with the breath. So that's such a great way to bring some inner peace. But again, whatever that you can do to really get into this energy is going to be very beneficial. So I am just going to take a quick look again with my glasses on. Okay, let's see if I can see anything here. Okay. All righty. Okay, and Sherry would like me to pull a card for her. So again, I'm going to go to the Archangel deck. And let's see. First of all, welcome to everybody that's here. And Archangel Haniel is a great angel. Marie's mentioning her as a great angel to work with new moon energy as well. She's very associated with the moon. And she, I believe, is a light blue color, I want to say, because I actually worked with her the last Facebook Live event I did. So I'm shuffling the cards here for you, Sherry. Putting my obnoxious glasses on. I have so many pairs of glasses, it's not even funny. So let's see what the angels want you to know, Sherry. Who comes in? Counselor. Archangel Azrael. Let's see. Okay, Archangel Azrael. This is a little message for you, Sherry, from the other side. This is a hit for you that is saying that you are very much somebody that helps other people. Your natural ability is teaching, and you have a great deal of teaching to accomplish. Archangel Azrael comes in. He helps us with grief. He also helps our loved ones cross over. And when he comes in with a message, it's usually from a spirit guide, somebody that crossed over that had the energy to assume that role. It's usually coming from enlightened beings, so to speak. And he's come in, Sherry, to tell you that you are a counselor by nature, that you have, and it's so funny because on my computer, which I'm catching out of the corner of my eye, your coloring book, Color Your Angels, just popped on as my screensaver. She's got a wonderful children's coloring book right now that deals with learning all about angels. But this is really saying that you should pursue that work, that this is what it is you're supposed to be doing, that you're supposed to be teaching and very much helping other people. So thank you so much, Sherry, for tuning in. I appreciate it. And that's Archangel Azrael coming in for you. Okay. All right. Well, I thank everybody for joining me. I am going to say goodbye now, and it's really been a positive experience. This will be available on my Facebook page, so you'll be able to watch it if you want to, just keep a couple things in mind about the angel Uriel that we talked about, and also about this new moon, full moon energy. So you have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the process, and I will be back right around the full moon. Not quite sure the date yet, but make sure you keep an eye on my Facebook fan page because I'll have it posted then. You take care, and I will see you at the full moon. Bye-bye now.